Welcome to THE 1000 Introduction to Theater with Eric Kraft. The Ancients. Located within the sanctuary of Asclepius, the Greek deity of healing and the medical arts, from whom we get the modern medical symbol of a serpent-entwined staff, is the theater of Epidaurus, one of the most perfectly preserved theater structures of the classical Greek era. That the theater was part of an ancient Greek medical complex informs us that the arts were considered part of the healing process, and that the medical term of catharsis, used as the benefit of attending a play and purging of emotions, was no accident. The theater of Epidaurus, built into a natural cavity on the side of a mountain between the years 340 and 330 BCE, has seating capacity for approximately 14,000 spectators. The perfect construction of this theater created remarkable acoustics, so that even today a person sitting in the very top row can hear quite clearly the voice of a person speaking in a normal tone standing in the center of the orchestra where the themele, or altar, once stood. This theater is a wonderful example to review the basic parts of a classical Greek theater. The large semicircular theatron, or seeing place, from where the audience would watch the play. The skene, or scene building, from which the main actors would make their appearances, and into which they would return to change costumes and masks, or make their final exits. The orchestra, or dancing place, where the chorus would perform their choral odes, and where much of the action of the play would take place. The themele, or the altar, where the ritual sacrifice would be made at the beginning of festivals and holy days before the beginning of the theatrical performances. Later, the themele was moved to a less prominent area, such as the side of the orchestra or even the back of the theatron, as the religious aspects became less pronounced in the Hellenistic and Greco-Roman eras. The eisodoi, or pathways, through which the audience entered the theatron, and also through which the members of the chorus made their entrances. The basic model of the classical Greek theater, with modifications such as the addition of periskene at the end of the classical era, and the addition of the proskenion in the Hellenistic era, was fairly consistent until the Roman era, when the theater design was adapted to create a more complete theater building that could be temporarily roofed by awning-like fabric covers. The reach of the Roman Empire can be seen by the numerous extant Roman theaters found throughout Europe and Asia, to which the former empire spread. In what is now Turkey, the ancient city of Ephesus holds one such theater that has all of the basic features of the Roman design. The cavea. The proskenion, which supported the pulpitum, the remnants of the ornate frons skene, the vomitorium. In the ancient Roman sea resort town of Pompeii are two Roman theaters preserved by the deadly eruption of Vesuvius in 79 AD, the large Great Theater of Pompeii and the smaller theater, also called the Odeon. In both can be seen the remains of the basic Roman theater, the cavea, the frons skene, the proskenion, the vomitorium. Using the Great Theater of Pompeii as our foundation, We can use our imagination to fill in the details of these ornate structures with their temporary fabric roofs. Once we have filled in those details, we can review the basic parts of the Roman theater. The cavea, where the audience sat to watch the play. The elaborately ornamented frontscene, with its 3 entrances that served as the set for all the play. The orchestra, which although not used in theatrical performances as it was in ancient Greece, was used for concerts, dances, and could be flooded for mock naval battles called naumachia. The proscenium, an ornately designed wall in front of the frontscene that also supported the stage for the performance. The pulpitum, which was the stage floor supported by the proscenium and upon which the actors would perform. The vomitorium, which were tunnels cut through the cavea and theater building through which the audience entered the theater. This basic design of the Roman theater was adapted later in the Renaissance for the theaters of that era.